Hello again, it's Kristina IG.
And Sara IG, and today we are going to be doing the Darkling Tag as requested by Horror Girl. Very, very excited.
Yes.
There's been a couple of other YouTubers that have done this. It starts out with a couple of questions, and then it goes through a confessional true-false section. So
Tags are lots of fun. We had a lot of fun doing the last one, so.
yes. That was a good one. So let's start. First one is, what is your favorite candle scent? You want to go?
I don't know. I feel like I have a couple. Obviously, I love everything pumpkin spicy and all that good stuff, all the fall ones. Bath and Body Works has the best fall one, like the trick or treat candle they came out with 2 years ago. Ooh, like the marshmallows and campfire.
Yeah.
I like those typical kind of, I guess, fall scents, but I also really, really love rose scented things.
Oh,
Like I like
so do
rose
I.
scents.
I don't usually like the warmer scents, but I do like. Right now I'm burning the fire roasted marshmallows.
Yeah, and that's trick or treat, pretty much.
I still have like a giant surplus of fall scents from Bath and Body Works. I hear half off and I'm there. So
Yeah.
Is what it is. Let's see. Number 2. Do you have a favorite book?
Duh. Well,
So many.
yeah, I was gonna say
I think
you especially.
I just kicked it.
Sorry.
I think one of my favorite books is House of Leaves. The author, I always forget his last name, which is horrible if it's your favorite book, but his name is so hard to pronounce to me. It's like Mark Daniel something with a ski in there. And it's a book about a house that's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And it has like footnotes to go with it. Well, this will be interesting since your husband likes the artist. It's the sibling of the singer Poe.
Oh.
And her CD Haunted goes with it, and there was a song called Hey Pretty that was really big in like the early 2000s, and you hear a guy talking and he's reading from House of Leaves. It's her brother.
Now I kind of feel like I have to read that.
Oh, it's so good. It'll give you a headache though. There are parts where like there's a guy who is talking to an older man, and the older man has the story about this house. So you're reading 2 stories at the same time, and then there's footnotes. There's part that's in Braille. Everywhere it says the word house, it's in bright blue. Like, it gets crazy. This is the only book to ever give me a headache.
Maybe I should.
It's intense.
I feel like, I'd like to. I don't know. We'll see. I have a very typical Darkling Tag response, I feel like. Maybe it is, but, well, no. Well, I have 2 that I can really think of off the top of my head. My all-time favorite book is definitely Lost Souls by Poppy Z. Brite.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know. It is. I've always loved that book. It's a wonderful book. And then also Survivor, Chuck Palahniuk.
It's really good.
Love Survivor. Like, those always stand out in my mind. Like, you read a lot more than I do. It's really hard to, for me. As always, I have kids. And I feel like that's such a, like, excuse, but it's, well, when they're this young, when they're, like, babies and stuff, it's definitely hard to get sleep, let alone time to read a book. But those are 2 of my
Good ones.
2.
All right, number 3. Are you a tea or a coffee person?
Both.
I'm both as well.
I'm both.
I think I drink more coffee than I do tea, though.
I've been trying to curve that and drink a little bit more tea because I love green tea and I love chai tea, especially pumpkin. Such a darling. But coffee,
geez.
I can't start my day without coffee. I have to have it.
Okay. Number 4, what's your favorite brand and color of lipstick? Oh.
Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah, I'm wearing it.
Oh.
I'm wearing Jeffree Star's Red Rum.
You know what? I have to. Oh no, I have.
I also liked Urban Decay's Miss Mia Wallace.
Yes, Urban Decay is really good. I love their matte lipsticks too. But I'm wearing Kat Von D Nosferatu, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Like, I love this one. And then also, gosh, and Besame Cosmetics. They make amazing reds. They're a retro repro brand, and pretty much all of their reds are my favorite. So.
All the reds.
All the reds.
What is your favorite perfume or cologne? The one that I probably wear the most, and you can't really get it that often, is by the same guy that does Cool Water. He had one called Echo, and that's by far my favorite.
My favorite right now is one that I wear all the time, and that would be Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab in Voodoo. Love that.
You're so creepy. Echoes and voodoo.
I know.
Number 6. Do you have a celebrity crush?
I am such a typical guy. Peter Steele. Come back from the dead.
Oh, gee golly.
I don't know. Definitely Peter Steele.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have a celebrity crush right now. I kind of go through like flavors of the week, I guess you could call it. Though I did, this past week I went and saw The Fifth Wave, and one of the guys in it, he's got these like piercing blue eyes that are not creepy like Meg Foster, but they're so beautiful, and he had perfect scruff. I'd do things to him.
Scruff is good.
Scruff is very good.
Which is kind of contradictory to like, well, I like October Rust era, Bloody Kisses era, Peter Steele, like no scruff, but come back.
Oh. Ooh. What?
And those Calabrese brothers.
You know who was really hot set of brothers was the guys in Chevelle.
They're. I always complain that I have purple teeth because I drink wine before videos, and I'm drinking it through this video, and I even have it in a little haunted mansion mug from Disney World. So if my teeth get purple, y'all know why. Sorry.
Okay. If you had to give up a color, if you had to give up the color black, what color would you choose instead?
We do wear a lot of black.
We do.
Probably like here. This is exactly what I would choose all the time, all day, every day. I don't know if you guys can see this too well, but this is what I was wearing with my dress. This like really rich, burgundy color.
Yeah. Part of me wants to say like purple, but I like the deep like purple and reds and greens, like the winey type colors.
Like gem tones.
Yeah.
Like jewel tones. Yeah, I would go jewel tones.
Very good. And then I also I'm like such a sucker for like just a royal red.
Yeah.
Power color. All right, 8. If you could change your name to a stereotypical 90s or 2000s gothy name, what would it be? Ooh.
Azrael Abyss. Cersei Nightshade. I don't know. I mean, I go by Kristina IG. That's kind of already in that realm, right? I'm already like doing it.
That's true.
No shame.
No shame. I always liked the weird names that had like Raven, Saint, whatever. I always liked those. Like I always liked a saint name. I don't know.
Those are good.
I don't know. They're good. I think so. Number 9. What are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while black clad?
Stay inside. I do that. I mean, look, okay, even right now, it's cold outside, but I'm not a big sweater person, so I usually will throw something on, like a little cardigan, but I'm in like a little black sundress right now.
So layers.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a good tip, because, I don't know, like when you wear like a lot of black, I don't know, the weather's so unpredictable, especially if you're from Maryland, you know what we're talking about.
Go home, Maryland, you're drunk.
Yeah,
all the time.
70-degree weather in December, what are you doing?
And then a blizzard.
Yeah, so I feel like layers are always a good tip.
Sunscreen, lots of sun, but that's a good tip anyway. You should wear that in the sun no matter what.
Yeah, because black absorbs sunlight, definitely.
So yeah, like nice airy little black sundresses, doing layers, sunscreen. I actually do carry a parasol. I don't care. I'm ghostly white for a reason. I know that's 3, but then I was thinking of one more. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. There's ways to easily do it and be fine. So.
Yeah, especially with like, I don't know, like you said, airy clothes. They made me think of like all of like the short black dresses.
Yeah. Like this is pretty short. Like when I have a pair of leggings underneath of it for right now. Like I always carry my summer clothes into the winter.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I get hot when I wear fishnets.
Yeah, fishnets are really good because they're airy. Yeah.
Definitely. I think we got that.
Oh, and nice wide brimmed hats. I always do those too.
Oh, yeah.
Black ones.
All right, number 10. What song will always make you happy and it doesn't have to be a goth band?
Wow.
I have one that's so weird. It's not so weird, but it is kind of weird.
What?
There's a band called the Mowglis, and they have a song called I'm Good. And so I'll sing it in my head like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like we should. And it wouldn't change it if I can't stop. I feel like Cartman in like that episode where he can't stop singing Sailing.
Man, I don't know.
It's a happy song.
It is a happy song. I don't know. Speaking of my cup, like I do constantly, more recently than ever before because of the trip, I sing grim grinny ghosts. I sing that a lot to myself all the time. I dance around the house. Scarlett always joins in, so that just makes me feel happy.
I feel like the Friends theme song should have been your
yes,
answer.
The Friends theme song. Oh, girl, you got me. Yes, the Friends theme song. Those are my bitches. Just saying.
Friends,
dead.
Bitches, dead.
Done.
Tasha.
I hate you.
Oh no. Alright, 11. Sorry. Are you active in the arts? Like play instrument, paint, or write, etc.?
No.
We craft a lot.
That's true. I mean, not so much anymore. Since I had my second baby, I've definitely been out of doing, besides baking and making crazy cupcakes. I mean, I was very much so, like, you know, I mean, I know it's not the same as like crafting, but like, because I modeled for a couple years, I did burlesque for a couple years, and that's definitely in the arts still.
Yeah.
It's performing.
Yeah.
But, you know, other things had to be, you know, priorities. But hopefully, you know, I'll get more involved, like, with things again as Lydia gets older, and I get more sleep.
Oh, sleep. That's good stuff right there. Alright, 12. If you had a teacup or a mug made inscribed just for you, what would you have it say? Oh, God.
That's a good question.
As much as, like, I feel like we both say you hate to see it, I'd be like,
you hate to see it.
Yeah, or you hate to drink it.
That would actually be perfect for both of us. You hate to see it.
I also say go fuck yourself a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm trying to think if there. Yeah, no, I can't think. You hate to see it would be good, or maybe Sock City.
Oh my God, Sock City.
Sock City. I need a Sock City mug. You hate to
Moms.
see it. Mom jokes. I got them. All day, day.
So many. Can I pick you up?
Girl. My little croissant.
So French ass. If you haven't seen like the Mad TV skit where the guy's picking up the girl in the movie theater, just go and look. Can I pick you up? Just YouTube that mess.
Yeah, for real. This is the Darkling Tag, and we're definitely not being very dark.
We're not very dark.
We're not.
We're wearing black. Sort of.
You're like Beetlejuice.
I am.
And I'm like Lydia over here.
Aww.
And the blonde hair. Aww.
Aww.
Friendship City.
Oh, great. That's what your mug would say.
It would.
No, it would say, I'm going to start a posse.
I'm going to start a posse.
We're getting jackets. Oh,
I could have a set of mugs.
That's true. All right, number 13. What is your number one non-gothy hobby? Oh, jeez. Do I even have any gothy hobbies? I guess I do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What do I do that's not very dark and spooky? This channel. I mean, it is, but like all we do is laugh and be.
That's true.
But I mean, that's also a terrible stereotype that I should not even remotely be like endorsing. No, goths or darker people aren't all like gloomy, sad sacks.
No.
No. So
The emo kids took over.
we're terrible. I mean, I watch like a lot of like really non-spooky like Friends. I love Friends and like Degrassi. I totally watch Degrassi. I don't even care. Don't care. I watch. Is that a hobby? Is TV a hobby? That's sad. That's really sad if that's a hobby. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to pass on this one because I can't really, like, I don't think I can answer this too fairly.
You bake a lot.
I do bake a lot.
I mean, granted, there's, like, bones on your cupcakes.
So I totally baked for the Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day.
We're not with our husbands. Shh. Mine's working. Yours is sleeping. We're good. Yeah, I made, like, special pumpkin spice with cream cheese and pumpkin spiced body part, skeleton parts. They're delicious. So yeah, I do bake a lot, but they usually look like this with bat wrappers.
Bat wrappers.
So I mean, that's like a halvesies. Halvesies, maybe not too spooky of me.
I don't know.
But it is. But it is.
I don't even know that I have hobbies. Do I have hobbies? I don't feel like I have hobbies.
It's hard when you're old. I mean,
work, oh no,
work, kids. I mean,
oh my god.
I mean, this is like one of our hobbies. This.
Yeah, this is one of our hobbies. But I feel like with half spooky. The stuff we like do, like it's horror. Something.
Yeah, it's horror and it's spooky and it's.
So I don't know that counts.
Yeah.
Son of a.
And we watch a lot of horror movies. That's a hobby. We collect a lot of horror stuff. So yeah, we're pretty spooky people. Even when we're not being spooky, we make it spooky.
I do have like a weird obsession with pink flamingos.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Maryland Pride.
Straight up, yeah.
I guess that's a pretty un-gothy thing of us to have and love.
Pink flamingos.
Pink flamingos.
It's very true.
John Waters, man.
It's true. Cold. All right, number 14. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why?
Vampire.
I knew you were going to say that.
Friendship City. Vampire, because I want to live forever. I want to be young and live forever.
It's true.
Scarlett's classmates already. My daughter had a Halloween parade at her school. She was in kindergarten, and her classmates thought I was a vampire. I was not wearing a costume. I took it as a compliment.
As you should have. I don't know. Part of me wants to say vampire too, just from like growing up with. So here's the thing. So you know how Twilight came out and all these crazy kids went bonkers for it and they all wanted to be vampires. And I don't want to say it got bastardized, but a big generation came about with a different idea of what vampires could be. And we grew up with Anne Rice and Bobby Zebright. And so in my head, when I was in high school, the big thing that had just came out is when they made Queen of the Damned. And that movie made me obsessive. And I know it was a combination of Queen of the Damned and the Vampire Lestat. But, like, even with, like, Interview with the Vampire and then, like, all of the books, like, the Vampire Chronicles and then Bram Stoker's Dracula, like, those movies, like, everything is so creepy and so... Romantic and exotic. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And, like, the way they dress, it's always so, like, I don't know, like, elegant and...
mysterious.
Yeah, and dark sexy. And romantic and sexy. Like, yeah, because that is what we grew up with.
It is. So I'd probably say vampire, too.
The right kind. Well, what we believe to be the right kind of vampire.
All right, 15. What horror monster-based superpower would you have?
I'd be living forever. Isn't that a good power? I mean,
I like the whole like mind control idea. How like you can make people do things.
That's a good idea.
Go rob that bank for me. That's so mean. Go rob that bank for me. You might get shot, but it's worth it.
You know what? I want to be able to turn into a bat.
That would be pretty cool.
I do. I just want to like kind of...
Because isn't that like what people usually say? Like they want to be like able to read people's minds or they want to be able to fly.
I don't feel like I'd want to be able to read people's minds. I feel like that would be a burden.
I feel like I'd enjoy it and I'd start a blog.
I feel like that can get really... I feel like that would end up being kind of a burden. I mean... Think of Sookie Stackhouse.
I don't wanna.
I'm just saying. I love True Blood.
That little fairy. Yeah. Good golly. Alright, number 16. Do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not?
Well, yeah, of course I do. Like, why wouldn't I be... I'm comfortable interacting with all kinds of people. Online or in real life. Like... I don't feel like I need to say why. Just because I don't know.
I think my general rule is no matter what you are, just don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
I will say this, and it's come up like several times with people that we've known personally. I always see someone that like something that I like, and I'm like, freak flag, we have to be friends, we're going to have stuff in common, this is beautiful. But there are other people that use it and they think, oh, this girl likes the Munsters, oh, we can't be friends because that's kind of my thing.
Yeah,
and I'm over here like,
cool.
Fist bump.
Yeah, I know.
Bump.
You know what I want to say right now, and I'm not going to say it, but I want to say it.
I know.
Friendship City.
Friendship City.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I feel like that's a very juvenile state of mind, though.
It
like,
is.
you know, to do that, like, I'm the same way. Like, if you're into what I'm into, that's awesome. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Like, you know, you brought your friend Adam into the mix, and he's big into horror. It doesn't look like it as much as us. But, like, you know what I mean? Looks mean nothing, and even if he wasn't, he's just a genuinely cool, nice person. And if you're a cool, nice, cool person or whatever, I'm gonna like you, bep. Then yeah, like, I'm gonna be good with you. I don't know.
What she said.
Really, what I said, bep. Like, I mean.
That's it. Yeah, like, that's all, folks. All right, 17. What is more important for a look, great hair or great makeup?
I'm gonna say makeup because a lot of times, like, I mean, I take good care of the bangs, I do, but I can just kind of brush through my hair. I have naturally kind of wavy hair, so I can let that go a little bit, but if you got great hair and you're looking like, what's her face from Cry Baby? Hatchet face, love you, girl. But if you have that going on, the great hair is not going to save it, you know what I mean? Like,
that's true. And plus, like, I don't know, I've seen some pretty sexy bald chicks.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm thinking of the Addams Family Values, where it's like, my name's Dementia. And he's like, my name's Fester, it means to rot.
I love it.
It's so good. So yeah, I'd say makeup too. 18, is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture?
You know, I think that goes back to what you were saying. Like, acceptance, or, like, you know, just not acceptance, but the lack of judgment. You know, where I guess people have answered this way before. Elitism, like the whole thing. It's like, well, I like this, so you can't like that, or I like it more than you. It's kind of like, God, are we 12? Like, what?
It's true.
But I feel like that's gonna exist in all subcultures in a way, like, or anywhere. But that's the thing that I see the most of that definitely turns me off.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Gee golly. Number 19. Care to share an embarrassing story related to your darkliness? I don't know that it's embarrassing, but I do think it's kind of funny. So when we were in 9th grade, there was this kid. I don't remember his name. I want to say his name was Chris. And he used to call me Vampire Girl all the time because of the black lipstick, the dark clothes, the bondage pants, everything. And he was like, why don't you get mad when I call you Vampire Girl? And I said, because I'd rather be called that than a slut. So, I mean, I don't know. It was a weird story, but it's one that's, like, stuck with me. Because most of the time when I've been, like, approached by, like, I've had people say, you're going to catch some fish in those nets.
Oh,
like,
God,
really
yeah.
cheesy stuff like that. But, like, people calling me Vampire Girl, that, like, has always stuck with me. And it's, like, over 10 years later.
Yeah. I have, like, an embarrassing one. I don't know if you know. You're probably going to know as soon as I get into it.
Okay.
So, one thing that we used to love to do was go to a goth club called Alchemy. It was at Nation. And it sadly closed almost 10 years ago. It was in 2006. But yeah, that was, like, the big goth night in DC. Oh, Lordy. So, I always had, like, the moon boots on, like, you know, those, like, great big demonia platform boots, and, like, we were always dancing on stage everywhere, it didn't matter, and one time, my platform broke right off of my shoe, and, now, okay, when you wear fishnets and those boots all night and you're dancing, I had learned that the best thing to do is to put socks underneath them so they don't strangle your toes. You know what I mean? Like, so, because sometimes they rip and they get that way. Well, because my boot had broken, I had no option but to take both of them off. Because, you know, when you have, like, what were they, like, 8-inch platforms? I mean, they were huge. You can't just have one shoe on. And, I didn't think anyone would see them, so I had, like, one white sock on and one black sock on under my fishnet, so I couldn't even take them off.
I remember your brother going, look at her busted-ass hands.
Yeah. I don't know if that really fits the bill, but it was pretty, I mean, at the time, I just laughed it off. I was like, whatever, you know, and I just kept dancing and having fun, but, like, it is kind of embarrassing. Your boot breaks and you got some busted socks underneath of them.
Oh, God. I remember one time, my sister was being, sorry, Chelsea, she was being, like, really upset, and she just wanted to, like, text her boyfriend at the time all night, and we had gone to Alchemy, and, who was there? I know the headliner was Bella Morte, and then the other band that was there, oh, shit. They have a song called Once Beautiful. It was on one of those weird gothy CDs we used to get.
Oh, like the Metropolis ones?
Yeah. Shoot, I can't remember what they're called. Anyways, so we were there for, like, Mindless Faith. Oh. We were there for the other band whose name I cannot remember for the life of me. And my sister was just being so moody, and it was embarrassing, so we freaking left. And after we left, I don't know, she was fine. She was, like, talking to her boyfriend. She was good. And then later, I was playing a Bella Morte CD, like, later that week. And she was like, who is this? And I'm like, it's Bella Morte. She goes, oh, if I had known who that was the headliner, I wouldn't have made you leave. Girl. Embarrassing. For you.
Yeah. I'm not easily embarrassed, so it's kind of hard to answer. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Number 20 is great. How are you at DIY?
Yeah.
I think
we're pretty good. We're pretty good.
We're proficient in the arts of DIY. Put that on your resume and smoke it. All right.
So dark.
All right. Number 21 is quickly describe your ideal wedding.
Oh, well, we both already had our weddings. Mm-hmm. She had a Halloween wedding. Oh, I answered for you. I had an October wedding. And, I mean, she helped me. We carved, like, 40 jack-o'-lanterns, and they lined the entire cobblestone wall, because it was in that, like, really old bed and breakfast that looked completely haunted and crazy, and it was awesome. She was one of my bridesmaids, of course. And, yeah, like, I had pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, and my cake was topped with the Frankenstein monster and the Bride of Frankenstein, and it had little, like, fondant jack-o'-lanterns all over. I had a totally Halloweened out wedding. It was perfect.
Yeah. I had on, like, a black dress, and it had, like, fuchsia, like, net trim that came out underneath, and heels and fishnets, and I had a feather piece with a skeleton hand in it. My wedding was on, like, a Monday, because that's when Halloween fell, but the weekend before, I happened to be having, like, a giant costume party at the house, so it was almost like we celebrated before we got married. So, yeah, it was a nice, small courthouse wedding. My dad called the lady that married us Judge Judy, and she was so pissed. It was great. Oh, gee golly. All right, let's see. Oh, so now it's confessional time, a.k.a. true or false. All right, I love watching cheesy romance films.
True. Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like halfway there.
Yeah.
Living on a prayer.
It's a mood thing, I think.
It's definitely a mood thing.
Are my teeth purple?
No. No, they're not purple. You're good. I always find, like, you're not going to catch me watching, like, Bridget Jones' Diary. Mm-hmm. You're not going to catch me watching a Nicholas Sparks movie. Sorry, Notebook. I don't do that mess. I don't want to watch something where I'm probably going to fucking cry.
I like
it. You would. Like, I definitely find that if I'm watching one of those romance movies, I usually like indie ones better because I think there's more laughs to it.
Yeah.
And then I always like cheesy, like teen high school ones. I don't know what my obsession with teen movies are, but I love them.
Drive me crazy.
Whew, I just can't sleep.
And I love old Hollywood romance movies too.
Those are so good though.
Yeah, those, I mean, that's like, you can't put them in the same category in my opinion, but.
Oh, there's like, so this is so silly. There's a really good one that I love, and it was Vincent Price's first movie. It's called Service Deluxe, and it's on YouTube.